welcome to Issaquah Buzz, where we talk about all things business in Issaquah, from new restaurants to retail gossip. My name is Autumn Monahan. I work with the City of Issaquah's communications team, and I'm here with my favorite coworker to gossip with, Jen Davis Hayes, to talk about some, upcoming gossip or some things we've heard, as well as the holiday season. So this will be a fun podcast. I'm excited to dive in today. So welcome, Jen. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. I love that hat.
Thanks. So yeah, let's talk about like the pink elephant in the room, I guess. Why are we wearing pink?
Because we look good in it. No, well, that too. But if you haven't seen, Village Theater is having Legally Blonde right now. It's now until December 22nd in downtown Issaquah. And they're encouraging everybody to wear pink. And paint the town pink. So we thought we'd join in on that fun.
Yes, well, I'll confess. So I brought this up to some coworkers that I don't really own a lot of pink. And so a coworker knitted this hat for me to get ready for Buzz, which I thought was awesome. A lot of jokes too about how much black I wear. So apparently I need to diversify what I'm wearing. But now I have this great pink hat, so maybe I'll wear it to go see Legally Blonde. Very excited. I've already seen some folks wearing pink around town too, down in Old Town. So this will be kind of cool to see throughout the holiday season. So I'm really excited that is something you can do with family if they're in town in the next month or so. All right, so let's get to some business gossip. First, so you and I actually were recently at Gilman Village, and you pointed out a new shop behind, is it Citrine? Yeah. The design shop in Gilman Village? Is it just an extension of the shop, or is it something else?
So it's a different name, and so it's Facette, and I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Modern Mercantile, and so they actually have that name on the window. So if you go by, the windows are papered up. But there's going to be what they say, collection of well-considered goods for your multifaceted life. So they're going to have pantry staples and bed and bath textiles, homewares, small furniture. They're going to have some men's and unisex clothing and accessories. So, it's less gifty kind of things and more for your home. So they encourage people to go ahead and follow them on Instagram for some sneak peeks, and they're hoping to open in November, which is now, right? So we'll hopefully see them before the holiday season's over.
That's great. So in working in communications for the city, I get a lot of Google alerts. Thankfully, Issaquah is a very unique name. So I get to follow a lot of Issaquah specific news and saw some coverage of a new restaurant, Du Cucina, which opened recently elsewhere on the east side. And they were doing an interview with the owners who said they're also looking for a location in Issaquah. So I know that your team has contacted them and are looking into it, but it was a really cool idea for a restaurant. The way that the article described it was kind of a Chipotle of homemade pasta. So you can pick like your different pastas and your sauces and make kind of your own creation, if you will. So have you heard of this place before?
I actually went there in Capitol Hill a couple months ago. And we went there because we were looking for a place to get something to eat before a show. Yeah. And it was amazing. And it really is like the Chipotle of homemade pasta, because you can pick your different pasta types and the sauce and the meats. But they also have a ton of gluten-free and vegetarian and vegan choices. So it was really good. The bread, it was really good. So everybody that was there just walked out very happy. So we hope we can find them a spot here in Issaquah, because I think they'd add some great food for our listeners.
Yeah, another Italian option. And just to be clear, it's not that they are opening in Issaquah, they're looking, but that's a lot of what your team does, right? Is when you've got businesses who have been successful elsewhere in the region, but want to have another location, trying to see if there's a spot here that would open up for them that could be a good fit. I'm sure that's a whole lot of puzzle pieces to fit together as far as matching what, a restaurant's looking for and what might be available in Issaquah. So Good luck. That would be a really
Thank
fun one to welcome to town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the times that we unfortunately had to share news about businesses closing, but there is a silver lining that a new business has the opportunity to come. So we hope this or other businesses, we're here to help.
Yeah. Well, speaking of just Issaquah in the news, so also another article that I just saw this week is everyone should check out the Seattle Met, this most current edition. They did a whole article on the best restaurants in Issaquah, which they had several that, I've either not been to, amazingly, or haven't been to in a while that reminded me like, oh, I need to go back there. And then, of course, a couple of favorites. So definitely Sochi Tacos, which is one of my favorites. And then Khao San Thai cuisine, which I needed to read that name. Even though I eat there all the time, I just call it lunch Thai because it's so close to the city of Issaquah. We just say, let's go to lunch Thai, but really, really good Thai food, which we've not talked about before in the buzz, but that's a really good option in Old Town. So check out that article. It's got some really good ideas. It's just some fun, unique spots in Issaquah to visit. Okay, Jen, the other thing that I know a lot of folks that have been listening have asked us to keep them updated on is Barnes & Noble. So any idea of an opening date?
The latest I've heard is towards the end of January. So they're not going to make it open for the holiday season. But once they do open, they're going to be here with a big splash. And I'm sure it'll be a packed place. So sorry, listeners, you can't get your holiday gifts there, but soon enough, you'll be able to shop there and check out because they'll have a cafe there as well. And so kind of a community gathering space.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we'll definitely let everybody know once we know the open date. So moving on to a bit more about holiday shopping, even though the Issaquah Farmers Market has been done for the season, we did something right around Halloween, and now the winter market on December 14th from 9 to 2. So you can come and there's prepared food outside, so you can have lunch. And then indoors, there's going to be a whole lot of different items to shop for and to purchase. So check out those events. I'm quite excited to go and see what kind of vendors are there and what items would be great for shopping local and supporting local artists in the holiday season. A quick note that if you are to attend, the parking is going to be available at the Pickering Barn parking lot. I'm excited to check those out.
Yeah. And I love those kind of fairs. Just go up and down and see all those creative ideas. So perfect gifts.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So, it's been several years now, right? That Issaquah's done an Issaquah Loyal holiday shopping guide.
Yes. This is actually our second year in the fall for the holiday. Yes.
Okay. And you can find it always online at visitissaquah.com. And there's a little button at the very top that talks about, has holiday, I think is the button. So check that out. And that has a full guide with a whole bunch of ideas for everybody on your shopping list this holiday season. And I was looking through this list we're just going to talk through, and I was like, I haven't heard of any of these places. So a lot of these are home-based businesses that we can also shop and explore and support.
Yeah, there are a bunch of ones you can go brick and mortar, but we want to make sure that we let folks know about some really good ones. And the first one I'll mention is Mitch's Best Buffalo Sauce. So we actually met with him several months ago, and he is so passionate about his business. And so Chef Mitch, he made, like a lot of business owners, they do things for their family and friends, and then they, turn it into a business. So he's actually gotten into some grocery stores in the town and country and market chains. But you can buy it right online. It is only one flavor, gourmet buffalo sauce. So you don't have to worry about, well, is this one better than that one? And it's pretty good. So check it out.
I was just randomly thinking about buffalo sauce because a lot of people are using it when they roast cauliflower or other vegetables. So it doesn't always have to be meat based too. So I'm going to have to check that out. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. That would add some nice flavor.
Yeah. That's great. So the next one is Rosie Toscano. So painted in mixed media on wood canvas, and looks like nesting dolls, a lot of mixed media art and textures and colors. Definitely would want to check out that website to see more about what kind of art she sells. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's like a ladybug box that I was like really intrigued with. So check it out. And it, and again, it's an artist that lives here in Issaquah, and we love to support. So, and speaking of another artist, Jim's Wood Shop. And so he does some amazing charcuterie boards, bottle openers, like wine racks, key holders. And so he uses exotic hardwoods and repurposed wine barrels and salvage materials. So he's really into, sustainability and kind of making old new again. So he, yes, again, another Issaquah home-based business. So check out his website from our guide.
And then there's Divine Flame. So candles, bath and body, herbal teas, crystals, stickers, a lot of handmade products. Another cool place to check out. So all of these are on visitIssaquah.com in that guide. So you can just click on it and kind of shop online as you go, all based here in Issaquah. That's so great.
Yeah. And can I just mention one more?
Sure.
So this one's not in the guide because we didn't know about it yet, but it's called Packing Penguin. So if you search for it, and it actually has eco-friendly packing tape that's very colorful and has designs, and they have some mailers and stickers and some colorful patterns. So it's really, really cool. It's based in the Issaquah Highlands, but again, home-based. So check it out, Packing Penguin. So you can add some flair to your, shipping and or wrapping.
That's awesome. All right. So we're talking about shopping local, and we've talked about this before. A lot of benefits to shopping local this season. As you're already going about holiday shopping, it really supports local artists or local businesses that have chosen to do business here in town. So always a reason why we want to support just our community, especially in the business community. So you and I got a kickstart on our shopping last week, and we had someone from our video team follow along. So let's check out all of our adventures at some of the locations that are featured this year in the guide. Okay, Jen, we've hit the next level, I think, with our podcast now that we were in a video. So for those that are just listening to our podcast without watching it on YouTube, which there are a lot. I was just talking to a listener who said, I didn't even know you guys had video on YouTube. I've only been listening to you for over the years. But for those that were just listening, we just watched a video of Jen and I shopping several locations here in Issaquah that were featured in the Shop Local Guide. We had a wonderful time. It was just a really great way to spend a part of a work day, I have to say. And it was fun just to see a lot of the businesses starting to decorate for the holidays and put out their merchandise. So it's go time as far as shopping. So what did you pick up on our shopping adventure?
Yeah, so we had our Issaquah Loyal bags, of course. And one of the things that I selected from Squawk Mountain Nursery's holiday shop. For those who are just listening, it's a half glass blown ball that actually hangs, and then you have a air plant that you stick in it. And so I haven't put it all together yet. But so basically the air plant is upside down. And so I was staring at it and said, you know what? Maybe, gifts can be for yourself sometimes.
Well, so I started my holiday shopping, and hopefully my girlfriend is not listening or watching, but for those that are watching, if anyone's heard of the brand Fraser Fir, it is the most classic holiday pine, just tree scent, and it's classic. And so she has loved it for years. And there are several spots, both at Squawk Mountain at the nursery, but also throughout Gilman Village, that have a whole line of this product in candles and hand lotions and even cleaning supplies. It's just, anyway, it's that good of a scent. And so bought her first installation of the Fraser Fir for the holiday season. So started some shopping. And then you and I also had fun at the Lego and minifig store that's it's off of Gilman Village, in a location right next to QFC, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that was my first time in the shop. It was so much fun, and I could have spent so much money.
Yeah. I love the mosaic Lego things. I mean, it was amazing. I saw some different designs I had never seen before. So
yeah, really cool. And they have a lot of like used Legos that you can also buy. And then they have this area where you can make your own minifig. And if those that don't know about minifigs, it's the little figurines that come in Lego sets. So of course, Jen and I had to make our own. Are you ready, Jen?
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Of course, wearing pink, right? For the promotion of Village Theater.
Yay. Love the sunglasses thing.
I'm looking a bit more professional than you, but at least we're both wearing our sunglasses.
Well,
I've got a briefcase.
Yes, right? Elle carries a briefcase from Legally Blonde. So that's what you were thinking. I was, calls him she's very fierce. And so that lightning made me think of that.
Love it. All right. Well, thanks for joining us for this latest edition of Issaquah Buzz. If you have any questions or heard some gossip you'd like us to track down, send us an email at ed@issaquahwa.gov, and have a great time shopping local this holiday season. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.